I'm going to be blunt. I'm not sure it can be, because movements to shake the society must be intergenerational.
When I saw the people on Wall Street taking over, it just brought back some images from that time in 61, 62, 63, when we battled racism in the South. But this time, you have a group of people who were like dealing with some things that are troubling my mind now. It was just wonderful to like turn on the TV and see my people say, you got to come and deal with this. Wonderful.
I've been in the movement for over 50 years. I live in Greensboro, North Carolina, the home of the historic sit-in movement that spread across the nation. Occupy Wall Street is one of the most beautiful, significant, and powerful movements emerging in the century in our country.
I started in the movement as an activist in high school in Richmond, Virginia, and moved on to Duke University in the 60s, one of the first black students. And I am just ecstatic about the fact that that is happening in New York, in my hometown, Greensboro, all over this country, all over the world. It really offers some hope.
Let me first say my complete solidarity with what the young people and older people are doing in terms of expressing anger and frustration. And so I applaud them. I want to urge them to practice a discipline, a spiritual discipline based upon nonviolence.
Having been on the staff of SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, in Mississippi, in Alabama, in Georgia, went to jail, I let out a yell. It is so time for this. When was it going to happen? So I am just ecstatic over what they're doing, how the movement has spread. It's even in my little town in Gainesville, Florida, we have Occupy Gainesville.
Fanon used to say, each generation must, out of relative obscurity, discover its own mission and then fulfill that mission or deny it. But in this case, I think the young people are trying to fulfill their mission and to do what needs to be done, and that is to address the deep inequities in our society based on the financial arrangements of our society, inequities that lead not to life but to death.
When we think about the most precious things that we have, number one, it's our bodies. Number two, it's our time. This, to me, is the start of a whole new movement. We've done the civil rights movement, we've done the women's movement, we've done the movement for LGBT equality, the environmental movement, and the peace movement. But all of these also hang and rest on what's going to happen to our country economically. It's not fair that the people who do all of the work in our country then gets so little of the pie. All of you folks out there who are either occupying, who are supporting the occupiers, all of you out there who are working for peace in our world and for justice, I congratulate you and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Si se puede, we can do it, it can be done.